You did everything right. You make too much to contribute to a Roth IRA directly. So you use the backdoor. You put $7,500 into a traditional IRA. Then you converted it to a Roth, clean and legal. But in April, your tax preparer hands you a bill you did not expect. Almost all of that conversion is taxable. How? You already paid tax on that money. The answer is a quiet little rule called the Pro-Rata rule. And for freelancers, it is the single most common way a backdoor Roth blows up. Today, I show you exactly how it works, the math behind the tax, and the one move that fixes it completely. Welcome to the Freelancer's Wealth Blueprint. This is where we turn freelance income into long-term wealth. If you run your own business and want to build real retirement savings, hit that subscribe button. This channel is built for people like you. Let us get into it. First, a quick refresher on what a backdoor Roth even is. A Roth IRA is incredible. The money grows tax-free and comes out tax-free in retirement. But there is an income limit. In 2026, if you are single and earn more than $168,000, you cannot contribute directly. The backdoor is the legal workaround. You put after-tax money into a traditional IRA, which has no income limit. Then you immediately convert that traditional IRA into a Roth. You walk in the back door instead of the front. It sounds simple, and the contribution part is. The problem is the conversion. When you convert money from a traditional IRA to a Roth, the IRS asks one question. How much of that traditional IRA money has already been taxed? If the answer is all of it, the conversion is tax-free. But if you have other pre-tax money sitting in any IRA, the answer changes. And that is where freelancers get ambushed. Here is the rule that does it. The Pro-Rata rule. When you convert, the IRS does not let you cherry-pick only the after-tax dollars. Instead, it looks at every traditional SEP, simple, and rollover IRA you own and treats them as one single account. It does not matter if they sit at 3 different brokerages. The IRS adds them all together into one pool. Then it figures out what percentage of that pool is pre-tax versus after-tax, and that exact percentage applies to your conversion. Let me show you the math, because numbers make this click. Say you contribute $7,500 of after-tax money for your backdoor Roth. Simple enough. But you also have a SEP IRA from your freelance business with $92,500 in it. That is all pre-tax money. Now your total IRA balance is $100,000. The after-tax slice is only 7.5%. The pre-tax slice is 92.5%. So when you convert your $7,500, the IRS says 92.5% of it is taxable. You owe ordinary income tax on $6,937. The backdoor you thought was tax-free just became a tax event. Now, why does this hit freelancers harder than anyone? Because we are the people most likely to have pre-tax IRA money lying around. You may have rolled an old 401k from a W-2 job into a rollover IRA. You may have opened a SEP IRA to save for retirement during a good year. You may have a simple IRA from a small business. Every one of those is pre-tax, and every one of those poisons your backdoor Roth under the Pro-Rata rule. Most freelancers never see it coming. So here is the fix, and it is cleaner than you think. The Pro-Rata rule only counts money in IRAs. It does not count money in a 401k. So if you move your pre-tax IRA money out of the IRA world and into a 401k, it disappears from the calculation. For freelancers, the perfect tool is a solo 401k. You roll your pre-tax SEP or rollover IRA straight into your solo 401k. Now, your IRA balance is 0. And your next backdoor Roth converts 100% tax-free. Timing matters, so let me be clear about the order. The IRS looks at your total pre-tax IRA balance on December 31st of the conversion year, not the day you convert. So the rollover into the solo 401k has to be complete before year-end. The clean sequence is this. First, open your solo 401k. Second, roll all pre-tax IRA money into it. Third, make your after-tax traditional IRA contribution. Fourth, convert that to a Roth. Do it in that order, and the Pro-Rata rule has nothing to bite. There is one more piece you cannot skip. Form 8606. This is the form that tells the IRS your traditional IRA contribution was after tax, not deductible. It tracks what is called your basis, the money you already paid tax on. You file it every single year you make a non-deductible contribution, and you file it even when the conversion is completely tax-free. Skip this form and the IRS has no record that you already paid tax, which means you could end up paying tax twice on the very same dollars. A quick warning on a sneaky version of this trap. Some people roll their pre-tax IRA into the solo 401k, do their backdoor Roth, and think they are safe. But they leave a small balance behind. Maybe a few $100s of growth that posted after the rollover. If any pre-tax IRA balance exists on December 31st, the Pro-Rata rule kicks back in. So sweep the account to zero and check it again in December. A leftover sliver can taint the whole conversion. Let us lock in the 2026 numbers. The IRA contribution limit this year is $7,500 if you are under 50. If you are 50 or older, you get a catch-up, and the limit rises to $8,600, which includes an $1,100 catch-up. That is the most you can run through the backdoor in a single year. Remember, that is the combined limit across all of your IRAs, not per account. So let us recap the mistakes that wreck a backdoor Roth. 1. Doing the conversion while pre-tax IRA money still sits in your accounts. 2. Forgetting that SEP and simple and rollover IRAs all count. 3. Doing the rollover after December 31st instead of before. 4. Leaving a small balance behind. And 5. Never filing Form 8606. Avoid those 5, and the strategy works exactly as intended. Here is the bottom line. The backdoor, Roth is one of the best tools a high-earning freelancer has for tax-free retirement growth. But the Pro-Rata rule punishes anyone who skips the prep work. Empty your pre-tax IRAs into a solo 401k first. File your Form 8606 every year. And check your December balance. Get the order right, and you build a tax-free nest egg the smart way. If this helped, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute tax advice. Consult a qualified tax professional for guidance specific to your situation.